There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the cattle are standing like statues. All the cattle are standing like statues. They don't turn their heads as they see me ride by. But a little brown maverick is winking her eye. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. I don't tell her.
Scare me to death? What are you doing round here?
Come a-singing to you. All the sounds of the earth are like music. All the sounds of the earth are like music. The breeze is so busy it don't miss a tree. But an old weeping willow is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day.
Why, if I wasn't an old woman, and if you wasn't so young and smart alecky, why, I'd marry you and get you to sit out at night and sing to me.
No, you wouldn't either, 'cause I wouldn't marry you, nor none of your kinfolk neither. Why, I could help it.
Oh, none of my kinfolk, huh?
Including that niece of yours, Miss Lori Williams.
It's just as well, 'cause far as I can make out, Laurie ain't paying you no heed.
Where'd you get such a uppity niece who wouldn't pay no heed to me? Who's the best bronc buster in this here territory?
You, I bet.
Me. That's who. And looky here, I'm handsome, ain't I?
Purty as a pitcher.
Well, what else does she want then?
Now, I don't know, but I'm sure certain it ain't you. Who you taking to the box social tonight?
I ain't thought much about it.
Bet you came over here to ask Laurie.
What if I did?
Oh. Now, I thought you was somebody. Is this all that's coming calling? It's already 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning.
You knowed it was me before you opened the door.
No such of a thing.
Well, you heard me singing. You must have knowed it was me.
I heard someone singing like a bullfrog in a pond.
You knowed it was me. So you sitting there thinking up something mean to say. Why, I'm a good mind not to ask you to the box social.
If you did ask me, I wouldn't go with you. Besides, how'd you take me? You ain't bought a new buggy, have you?
No, I ain't.
Expect me to ride on behind old Dunn, I guess. You better ask that old Cummins girl you took such a time to over across the river.
If I was to ask you, they'd be a way to take you, Miss Lori Smarty.
Oh, they would.
When I take you out tonight with me, Honey, here's the way it's gonna be. You will sit behind a team of snow-white horses in the slickest gig you ever see. Lions, chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take ya out in the Surrey. When I take ya out in the Surrey with the fringe on top. Watch that fringe and see how it flutters when I drive them high-stepping strutters. Nosy pokes will peek through the shutters and their eyes will pop. The wheels are yellow, the upholstery's brown, the dashboard's genuine leather. With isinglass curtains you could roll right down in case there's a change in the weather. Two bright side lights winking and blinking. Ain't no finer rig, I'm a-thinking. You could keep your rig if you're thinking that I'd care to swap for that tiny little Surrey with the fringe on the top.
You'd sure feel like a queen sitting up in that carriage.
Only she talks so mean to me, Aunt Eller. Why, I'm a good mind not to take her.
Ain't said I was going.
I ain't asked you.
Who wanna ride alongside of you anyway?
Why don't you just grab her and kiss her when she acts that way, Curly? She's just aching for you to, I bet.
Oh, I won't even speak to him, let alone allow him to kiss me. The bragging, bow-legged, wish she had a sweetheart bum.
She likes you. Quite a lot.
Woo! If she liked me anymore, she'd sick the dogs onto me.
Curly, give me a hand getting this churn round back. And could you do me a favor?
Sure I will.
There's a crowd coming up from Bushyhead for the box social. Could you hitch up the horses to the big wagon and bring them on up from the station?
Guess I got nothing better to do.
Hi, Will.
Hi, Aunt Ella.
What happened up at the fair in Kansas City? You do any good in the steer roping?
I did pretty good. I won it.
Ain't nobody can sling a rope like our territory boys.
On my way over to Ada Annie's, don't you remember? Her pa promised if I was ever worth $50, I could marry her.
$50? That what they give you for the prize money?
That's what.
Lands. We'll be dancing at your wedding.
So, tell us about Kansas City, Will.
I'm all ears.
Well, I got to Kansas City on a Friday. By Saturday I'd learned a thing or two. For up to then I didn't have an idea of what the modern world was coming to. I counted 20 gas buggies going by themselves almost every time I took a walk. Then I put my ear to a bell telephone and a strange woman started in to talk.
What next?
What next? Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They've gone about as far as they can go. They went and built the skyscraper 7 stories high, about as high as a building ought to grow. Everything's like a dream in Kansas City. It's better than a magic lantern show. You can turn the radiator on whenever you want some heat. With every kind of comfort, every house is all complete. You can walk to privies in the rain and never wet your feet. They've gone about as far as they can go.
Yes, sir. They've gone about as far as they can go.
What you doing, Will?
This is the two-step. That's all they're dancing nowadays. Catch you onto it? A 1 and a 2, a 1 and a 2. Of course they don't do it alone. Come on, Aunt Eller. Yes, sir, and that's about as far as she can go.
Will?
Hello, Curly. Can't stop to talk. On my way over to Ada Wanny's. I got $50.
Aunt Eller, I gotta know something. Who's the low, filthy sneak Lori's got her cap set for?
You.
Never mind that. There must be plenty of men trying to spark her. Hello, Judd.
Hello yourself.
Then, of course, there's someone closer to home that's got her on his mind most of the time.
Him?
Yup, Judd Fry.
Lori take up with a man like that?
And I ain't said she took up with him.
Well, he's around all the time, ain't he? He lives here.
Out in the smokehouse.
Changed my mind about cleaning the hen house today. Gotta quit early, 'cause I'm driving Lori over to the box social.
You're driving Lori?
Ask her.
Well, Aunt Eller, looks like you and me's got a date tonight.
How we going, Curly? In that rig you made up?
Oh, didn't make it up. I hired it over at Claremore's.
Lance. You did?
Sure did. So see that you got your beauty spots fastened onto you proper, so you won't lose them off you here. Nah, I best be getting down to the station for that crowd from Bushyhead.
Aunt Eller, don't go with Curly tonight. If you do, I'll have to ride with Judd all alone.
That's the way you wanted it, ain't it?
No. I did it 'cause Curly was so fresh. But I'm afraid to tell Judd I won't go. He'd do something terrible. Something's wrong inside of him, Aunt Eller. I'll hook my door tonight against a sound of feet walking up and down my window.
Lori! Now, who do you reckon that is? Why, it's the old peddler, the one who sold me the egg beater.
He's got Ada Wanny riding with him. Will Parker's Ada Wanny.
Hi, Aunt Eller.
Hello yourself. I want to talk to you, peddler man.
Greetings, Aunt Eller.
I ain't your aunt, you little wart. I'm mad at you. Told me that egg beater'd beat up eggs and wring out dish rags and turn the ice cream freezer and I don't know what all.
All right, all right. If the egg beater don't work, I'll give you something just as good.
Just as good? It better be 1,000 million times better.
Since when did you take up with the peddler?
Since he told me he wanted to ride with me to the end of the world. Pa says it's a proposal of marriage.
Does the peddler know that?
Of course he does. Pa made it real clear to him.
Will Parker's back from Kansas City. He was looking for you.
Will Parker? I didn't reckon on it being Saturday and him being back so soon.
Well, I can see that. Don't you like Will no more?
Oh, of course I do. There won't be nobody ever like Will.
Then what about this peddler man?
There won't be nobody like him neither.
Well, which one do you like the best?
Whatever one I'm with.
Well, you are silly.
Well, don't you kind of feel sorry for a feller when he looks like he wants to kiss you?
Well, you can't just go around kissing every man that asks you. Didn't anybody ever tell you that?
Yeah, they told me. It ain't so much a question of not knowing what to do. I know what's right and wrong since I've been 10. I hear a lot of stories and I reckon they are true about how girls are put upon by men. I know I mustn't fall into the pit, but when I'm with a feller, I forget. who can't say no. I'm in a terrible fix. I always say, come on, let's go, just when I ought to stay next. When a person tries to kiss a girl, I know she ought to give his face a smack. But as soon as someone kisses me, I somehow sort of want to kiss him back. I'm just a fool when lights are low. I can't be prissy and quaint. I ain't the type that can faint. How can I be what I ain't? I can't say no. What you gonna do when a feller gets flirty and starts to talk purty? What you gonna do? Supposing that he says that your lips are like cherries or roses or berries. What you gonna do? Supposing that he says that you're sweeter than cream and he's gotta have cream or tie. What you gonna do when he talks that way? Spit in his eye? I'm just a girl who can't say no. Kissing's my favorite food, with or without the mistletoe. I'm in a holiday mood. Other girls are coy and hard to catch, but other girls ain't having any fun. Every time I lose a wrestling match, I have a funny feeling that I won. Though I can feel the undertow, I never make a complaint till it's too late to restrain. Then when I want you, I can't say no.
Ada Winnie! How's my honey bunch?
How will?
Know what I got for first prize at the fair? $50.
First place? Well, that's good. $50?
Yeah, John, your pa promised I could marry you if I ever had $50.
That's right, he did.
Oh, wait a minute, honey. You ain't been off my mind since I left. At the fairgrounds even, when I was chasing steers, I was roping under the hooves and pull 'em up sharp. And he'd land on his rump. Then I'd think of you.
Oh, don't start talking purty, Will.
So, when do I get a little kiss from my bride-to-be?
What's a little kiss?
Nothing, less than it comes from you.
You do talk purty. No, I won't.
Hi. Hi. Come on, everybody. Y'all got time to freshen up some before we leave for the party.
Hi, Lori. Hi, Lori. Hi, Lori. Hello, Lori.
Why, hello, Gertie.
You got gooseberry tarts too? Wonder if these are as mine. Mine like to float away if you blew on them.
Well, I did blow one of mine, and it broke up into 1,000,000 pieces.
Ain't she funny?
So that's the Cummins girl I heard so much talk of.
You seen her before, ain't you?
Well, yeah. But not since she got so old. Never did see anybody get so peaked looking in such a short time.
So tell me, you really gonna drive to the box social with that Judd feller?
I reckon so. Why?
Nothing. It's just everybody seems to expect me to take you.
Well, maybe it's just as well you ain't. You know, people are starting to talk.
Well, what are they saying? Oh, I see that you're stuck on me.
Most of the talk is that you're stuck on me.
Can't imagine how these ugly rumors start.
Me neither. Why do they think of stories that link my name with yours?
Why do the neighbors gossip all day behind their doors?
I have a way to prove what they say is quite untrue. Here is the gist, a practical list of don'ts for you. Don't throw bouquets at me. Don't please my folks too much. Don't laugh at my jokes too much. People will say we're in love.
Who laughs at your jokes?
Don't sigh and gaze at me. Your sighs are so like mine. Your eyes must think like mine. People will say we're in love. Don't start collecting things.
Whoa, like what?
Give me my rose and my glove. Sweetheart, they're suspecting things. People will say we're in love.
Some people claim that you're to blame as much as I. Why do you take the trouble to bake my favorite pie? Granting your wish, I carved our initials on that tree. Just keep a slice of all the advice you give so free. Don't praise my charm too much. Don't look so vain with me. Don't stand in the rain with me. People will say we're in love.
Don't take my arm too much. Don't keep your hand in mine. Your hand feels so grand in mine. People will say we're in love.
Don't dance all night with me till the stars fade from above. They'll see it's alright with me. People will say we're in love. Don't you reckon you could tell Judd you'd rather go with me tonight?
Curly, no, I couldn't.
Oh, you couldn't. I think I'll go down to the smokehouse. See what's so elegant about him. Makes girls want to go to parties with him.
Curly,
What?
nothing.
Howdy.
What do you want?
Just thought I'd pay a call. You got a gun, I see.
Good one. Colt 45.
What do you do with it?
Shoot things.
That's a nice looking rope you got here. I bet it spins. Nice. Hey, you know Will Parker? Well, he can sure spin a rope. That's a good strong hook you got up there. You could hang yourself on that, Judd.
I could what?
Hang yourself. Be as easy as falling off a log. Fact is, you could stand on a log. Or a chair if you'd rather. In 5 minutes or less, with good luck, you'd be dead as a doornail.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, then folks would come to your funeral and sing sad songs.
Huh.
They would. You never know how many people like you till you're dead. You'd probably be laid out in your best suit with your hair combed down slick and a high starched collar.
Would they be any flowers?
Sure would. All around your coffin. The folks would gather, the men would bare their hats, and the women, well, the women would sniffle softly. Some would even faint. Ones that took a shine to you when you was alive.
What woman ever took a shine to me?
Oh, lots of women. Only they don't never come right out and show you how they feel, less'n you die first.
I guess that's so.
They'd sure sing loud, though, when the singing started. Sing like their hearts would break. Poor Judd is dead, poor Judd Fry is dead. All gather round his coffin now and cry. He had a heart of gold, and he wasn't very old. Oh, why did such a feller have to die? Poor Judd is dead, poor Judd Fry is dead. He's looking oh so peaceful and serene.
And serene.
He's all laid out to rest with his hands across his chest. His fingernails have never been so clean. Then the preacher'd get up and he'd say, "Folks, we are gathered here today to moan and groan over our brother Judd Fry, who hung himself up by a rope in the smokehouse." Then there'd be weeping and wailing from some of those women. Then he'd say, "Judd loved the birds of the forest and the beasts of the field. He loved the mice and the vermin in the barn and treated the rats like equals," which was right. Oh, he loved little children. He loved everything and everybody in the whole world, only he never let on, so nobody ever knowed it.
Poor Judd is dead, a candle lights his head. He's laying in a coffin made of wood. And folks are feeling sad, 'cause they used to trade him bad. And now they know their friend is gone for good. Poor Judd is dead, a candle lights his head.
He's looking oh so pretty and so nice. He looks like he's asleep. It's a shame that he won't keep. But it's summer and we're running out of ice. Poor Judd, poor Judd. Yes, sir. Sure it'd be an interesting funeral. Why, I wouldn't like to miss it.
Wouldn't like to miss it, huh? Maybe you will. Maybe you'll go first.
Maybe. Let's see now. Where you worked out before you come here?
Tulsa. Lies they was to me. Always making out that they was better. Treating me like dirt.
And what did you do? Get even?
If it ever come to getting even, I'd know how to do it. Remember that fire on the Bartlett farm over by Sweetwater?
I remember. Terrible accident. Burnt up the father and mother and daughter.
That weren't no accident. A feller told me. The hired hand was stuck on the Bartlett girl, and he found her with another feller.
And it was him that burned the place?
The fellow that told me made it happen out in Missouri. But I knowed it was the Bartlett farm all along. What a liar he was.
And kinda a murderer too, wasn't he?
You ain't yet told me what business you have here. There's only one thing on this farm you could want, and it better not be that.
But that's just what it is.
You better get out of here, Curly.
How'd you get to be the way you are? Sitting here in this filthy hole, thinking the way you're thinking? Why don't you get out and do something healthy once in a while, instead of staying shut up here, a-crawling and a-festering?
What am I doing? Like the feller says, a-crawling and a-festering. What am I doing in this lousy smokehouse? Gotta get outside. Gotta find me a woman to call my own.
Now give me a hand, Gary, so I can tell your fortune.
Tell me everything you see. Don't hold back.
I see a handsome young stranger come to your house. His dark hair, white horse. He's gonna ask you to ride with him. Yes, sirree. That's what's in your future.
My turn? My turn, tell me my future.
Okay, give me a hand.
Well, what do you see?
I see you standing in a smelly old hen house picking up eggs. And your mom's yelling you to hurry up so she can cook breakfast.
Y'all don't know nothing about me.
Aw, don't be sore. Vivian's just fooling. She don't know nothing.
Maybe Vivian don't know nothing, but I know something nobody knows. I saw the family that moved into the farm down by the old mill. Well, tell us. Do they have any kids? Do they have any boys? Do they have any boys our age? There's a boy, just about our age, and he's sweeter than Aunt Eller's cherry pie. Are you telling the truth? You really saw him? You're not pulling our leg. It's true, and I'm gonna bring him some molasses cookies so I can get acquainted. Take me with you, Mary. I've just got to meet him. Is he going to the box social tonight? I'm gonna wear my new dress just in case. I think I'll wear my pale pink dress with the lace around the neck.
I bet he'll be there for sure.
Maybe he'll buy my basket. I hope someone cute buys my basket. I hope anyone buys my basket. Reckon not if they heard your fortune.
I just want to dance at the box social tonight. Aww. Look, she bought that old smelling salts the peddler tried to sell us.
It ain't smelling salts. It's gonna make up a mind for me.
you're letting Judd take you tonight instead of Curly?
Tell you better when I think everything out clear. Beginning to see things clear already.
I can tell you what you want. Out of your dreams and into his arms you long to fly.
You don't need Egyptians, mountain songs to tell you why. Out of your dreams and into the hush of falling
Lori, wake up. It's time to leave for the party.
Should be friends. Oh, the farmer and the cowman should be friends. One man likes to push a plow, the other likes to chase a cow, but that's no reason why they can't be friends. Territory folks should stick together, territory folks should all be pals. Cowboys dance with the farmer's daughters, farmers dance with the rancher's cows.
For the farmer.
Well, say it.
He come out west and made a lot of changes.
He come out west and built a lot of fences.
And built them right across our cattle ranges.
Now all those dirt scratchers stay in Missouri they belong.
We got as much right here. Gentlemen, shut up.
The farmer is a good and thrifty citizen.
He's thrifty, all right.
No matter what the cowman says or thinks, you seldom see him drinking in the bar room.
Unless somebody else is buying drink.
Oh, the farmer and the cowman should be friends. Oh, the farmer and the cowman should be friends. One man ropes a cow with ease, the other steals her butter and cheese, but that's no reason why they can't be friends.
Territory folks should stick together, territory folks should all be pals. Cowboys dance with farmers' daughters, farmers dance with ranchers' cows.
The farmer should be sociable with the cowboy. If he rides by and asks for food and water, don't treat him like a louse, make him welcome in your house.
But be sure to lock up your wife and daughter. Notice you married one so you could get a square meal.
You can't talk that way about our woman folk. He can say what he wants.
They ain't nobody gonna slug out anything. This here's a party. Now let's hear it. Dum to the yum tum tum.
Oh, the farmer and the cowman should be friends.
Oh, the farmer and the cowman should be friends.
One man likes to push a plow, the other likes to chase a cow, but that's no reason why they can't be friends.
And when this territory is state and joins the union just like all the others, the farmer and the cowman and the merchant must all behave themselves and act like brothers.
I'd like to teach you all a little saying and learn these words by heart the way you should. I don't say I'm no better than anybody else, but I'll be danged if I ain't just as good.
I don't say I'm no better than anybody else, but I'll be danged if I ain't just as good. Turtle bushes stick together, turtle bushes all be found. Cowboys dance to the farmer's daughter, farmers dance to the rancher's cows.
Everybody, all right. The hampers is all lined up round the corral. We'll start the auction out here and work our way round back for the picnic. And remember, all the money goes for that new schoolhouse. So I want you men to dig deep into those dusty pockets of yours. And the hamper that fetches the most money wins a secret prize. Now, here's the first two hampers. Who they are, I ain't got no idea.
The little one's mine, and the other one's Lori's.
Well, that's the end of that secret. Now, what might be it then for 8-0 Annie's hamper?
2 bits.
Who?
6 bits.
Who says $1? How about you, Mike? You won her last year.
Hey, 8-0 Annie. Got that same sweet potato pie like last year?
You bet.
Same old sweet potato pie, Mike. What do you say?
I'd say give me a 3-day bellyache.
Never mind that. Do I hear $1?
You hear $50.
$50?
Nobody ever bid $50 for a lunch.
Nobody ever bid 10.
He ain't got $50.
Yes, he does, Daddy.
And if you're a man of honor, then you gotta say that 8-0 Annie is mine.
But Annie's been promised to the peddler.
Now, Mr. Carnes, although it sure is bad news for me, a deal's a deal, and I'm prepared to make the sacrifice.
But where's your money?
Right here.
That ain't yours. You just bid it, didn't you? Just give it to the schoolhouse. Gotta say, peddler still gets my daughter's hand.
Now, wait a minute.
That ain't fair.
Going for $50? Going.
$51.
50. Wait a minute. If I don't bid anymore, I can keep my money, can't I?
Sure can.
Then I still got $50.
Going? Going? Gone for $51. And that means 8-0 Annie will get the prize, I guess.
And I get 8-0 Annie.
And what are you getting for your $51?
A 3-day bellyache.
Now, here's my niece's hamper. I took a peek inside, and I must say, it looks mighty tasty. What do I hear, gents?
2 bits.
I bid $1.
More like it. Do I hear 2?
$1 and a quarter
$2.
$2.50.
$3.
and 2 bits
$3 and 4 bits.
$4.
and 2 bits.
4 1/4. Ain't I gonna hear any more?
4 1/2.
$4.75.
$4.75. Come on, gentlemen. Schoolhouse ain't built yet.
$5.
And 2 bits.
5 1/4 ain't nearly enough. Not for cold duck with stuffing and gooseberry tarts. $6.
And 2 bits.
My, you're stubborn, Judd. Mr. Carnes is a richer man than you. Ain't nobody gonna bid no more?
No! They all dropped out. Can't you see? Here's the money.
Now wait a minute, you. I ain't said gone yet.
Well, say it.
Going to Judd Fry for $6 and 2 bits. Going?
I don't figure. That's quite enough. Do you want to tell her?
It's more than you got.
I got a saddle here. Cost me $30.
You can't bid saddles.
$30 saddle must be worth something to somebody.
I'll give you 10 for it.
Don't be a fool, boy. You can't earn a living without a saddle.
Don't let's waste time. How high you going?
Higher than you, no matter what.
Want to tell her? Well, I bet all this here $10.
$10. Going?
$10 and 2 bits.
Curly.
Most of you boys know my horse, Dun. She's a kind of nice horse. Gentle and well broke.
Don't sell Dun, Curly. It ain't worth it.
Well, I'll give you $25 for her.
That makes my bid $35.
Curly, you're crazy. But it's all for the schoolhouse, ain't it? All for educating and learning. Going for 35, going.
Hold on! I ain't finished bidding yet. You just put up everything you got in the world, didn't you? You can't sell the clothes off your back, because they ain't worth nothing. You can't put your gun, because you need that. Yes, sir, you need that bad. Well, Aunt Eller, I'm just as reckless as Curly McLean, I guess. Just as good as getting what I want. Gonna bet all I got in the world from doing farm work for 2 years. All for Lori, $42.31.
Does anybody want to buy a gun? It's brand new, last Thanksgiving. It's worth a lot.
Curly, please don't sell your gun.
I'll give you $18 for it.
Sold. That makes my bid $53, Aunt Teller. Anybody going any higher?
Gone. Well, what's the matter with you folks? Ain't nobody gonna cheer or nothing? You lost the bid, but the bidding was fair. Come on, Cowman, shake the farmer's hand.
Sure, I'll shake hands. No hard feelings, Curly.
That's better. Well now, everybody follow me. We'll continue the bidding round back. Come on, Curly. You're my date, remember?
Want to talk to you. What made you slap the whip onto the horse on our way over? What was your hurry?
Afraid we'd be late for the party.
You didn't want to be with me 1 minute more than you had to.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm with you by myself now, ain't I?
You wouldn't have been if you could have got out of it. Last time I see you alone, it was winter, when I was sick. And you brought me that hot soup out in the smokehouse and asked me if I had a fever and put your hand on my head to see.
I remember.
Bet you don't remember as much as me. I remember everything you ever done, everything you ever said. Can't think of nothing else. See?
Stop it!
I ain't good enough, am I? I'm a hired hand. Got dirt on my hands. Pig slop. Ain't fitting to touch you. Well, you're better. You're so much better. Yeah, we'll see who's better, Miss Lori. Then you wish you wasn't so free with your airs. You're such a fine lady.
Are you making threats to me? Are you trying to tell me that if I don't allow you to slobber over me like a hog, well, you're gonna do something about it? You think you're so much about being a hired hand. Well, let me tell you something that'll rest Mr. Brain, Mr. Judd. You ain't a hired for me anymore. You can just pack up and scoot. You so much set foot on the pasture gate, and I'll stick the dogs onto you.
Said your say. Told you the way it was. You wouldn't listen.
Curly, I'm afraid for my life.
Jumping toadstools.
Judd scared me. He was talking wild, and then he threatened me, so I fired him. I wish I hadn't. There's no telling what he'll do now.
You fired him? Well, that's all there is to it. Well, I'll get you a new hired hand in the morning. Stay on the place myself tonight. If you're nervous about that hound dog. Hey, while I think of it, how about marrying me?
Gracious. What I want to marry you for?
Well, couldn't you maybe think of some reason why you might? Oh, I gotta learn to be a farmer. I see that. Started getting my hands blistered in another way. Oh, things is changing right and left. They're gonna make a state out of this here territory. Gonna put it in the Union. Countries are changing. You gotta change with it. Keep up with the way things is going in this crazy country. Now, if and I had you to help me, why, I'd amount to something yet.
Curly, I'll marry you if you want me to.
Yeah! If there's anybody out there can hear me, well, I'd like for you to know Lori Williams is my girl.
Curly.
But she's went and got me to ask her to marry me.
They'll hear you all the way to Catoosie.
Let them. Let people say we're in love. Who cares what happens now?
Just keep your hand in mine. Your hand feels so grand in mine.
Let people say we're in love. Starlight looks well on us. Let the stars beam from above. Who cares if they tell or not? Let people say we're in love.
Well, Andrew, why aren't you kicking up your feet and whatnot? I ain't never seen you so serious at a wedding party.
I've been scared. Scared all day that Judd Fry'd show up, cause trouble.
Why? Judd Fry's been under the territory for 3 weeks.
He's back.
What are you talking about?
Seen him over at Claremore's last night, picking trouble with anybody who'd take him on.
Lambs. Well, don't you worry none, Andrew. He knows better than to show his face around here.
I hope you're right.
Gertie?
Hi, Aunt Ella.
It's a shame you missed Lori's wedding.
Been having one of my own.
Lions? Who'd you marry?
How long you been married?
4 days.
Look at my ring, Aunt Ella.
4 days. With that laugh, should count like a golden wedding.
Well, if you married her, you must have wanted to.
Sure I wanted to. I wanted to marry her when I saw the moonlight shining down on the barrel of her father's shotgun.
He said he wanted to ride with me to the end of the world.
How you doing?
Say, Curly, was you scared when the preacher said that about you take this here woman?
Shoot, I was scared he wouldn't say it.
I was scared Curly back out on me.
Wedding party's still going on. I see. Glad I ain't too late. Got a present for the groom. But first, I want to kiss the bride. And here's my present for you.
Watch it.
He's out cold.
Help me carry him on over to my rig. I'll draw on Doc Tyler's.
Handle him easy now.
I don't see why this had to happen. Everything was so fine.
It's all right, Lori, baby. Lots of things happen to folks, like sickness or being poor, even being old and afraid to die. But that's the way life is, cradle to grave. And you can stand it. There's one way. You gotta be hardy. You gotta be. Can't deserve the sweet and tender life less than you're tough.
I wish I was the way you are.
Fiddlesticks. Scrawny and old. You couldn't hire me to be the way I am.
What'd I do without you? You're such a crazy.
Sure as you're born.
Well, that kind of put a damper on the party.
Yes, it did. I'm sorry. Sorry our wedding day had to end like this.
Well, it's your fault.
Weren't nobody's fault. Some things in life just happen.
Come on, everybody. Let's have 3 cheers for the happy couple. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray! They couldn't pick a better time to start in life.
It ain't too early and it ain't too late.
Starting as a farmer with a brand new wife.
Soon be living in a brand new state.
Brand new state, gonna treat you great.
Gonna give you barley,
Carrots and potatoes, pasture for the cattle,
Spinach and tomatoes.
Flowers in the prairie where the June bugs zoom.
Plenty of air and plenty of room.
Plenty of room to swing a rope.
Plenty of heart and plenty of hope.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oklahoma, every night my honey lamb and I sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky.
We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say